Good evening to you. Let's do that. Take two. Good evening to you wherever you may be in this glorious county. Humboldt Crabs Baseball is on the air. Hi, I'm Hoke Holcomb, along with my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer. We're coming to you from the Don Turbush announcer's booth high atop the Arcata ballpark, and we're located just a block from the historic Plaza in downtown Arcata. Tonight, the second of a three-game set between the Crabs and their cross-state rival, the Reading Colt 45's, who are coming here. In Reading today, it was over 100 degrees. I think it got up to 108. So they're happy to be here.
Well, except...
But they're not happy to be whooped by the Crabs 4 in a row.
4 in a row, yeah, sadly. I'm just so down about it.
I know you are. I know you are. Take a rest on the cot. We'll come back to you in the third inning. Anyhow, the Crabs tonight are in their light blue. What are those I
don't know. It's some kind of tie-dye.
Doesn't
whatever.
Look, yeah, it's kind of a
it's not
fake tie-dye.
Yeah, it's not really tie-dye.
One of the words of
I don't know. I don't know why they wear those. I'm sorry. I love the Crabs. They're my team, but sometimes I just can't get over the dress. I'm just not okay with the.
I like this better than the camo uniforms myself.
Well, I like anything better than the camo.
Well,
I just think camo.
He's a conscientious objector, Benjamin was.
Awful.
Opposed to that warlike.
The look that says, I'm going to sneak up on you and assault you.
You get that in the booth here, don't you?
But
anyhow, the Crabs won last night's ball game. It was a good ball game. It was a close ball game. But the Crabs ultimately emerged victorious by a score of 7-3. A big 3-run seventh inning kind of sealed the deal. They had gone ahead with a solo shot by Kyler Murphy, who celebrated his 21st birthday last night with a single, a home run. They scored a couple of runs, drove in a couple, and did a fine job behind the plate. So it was a perfect birthday for Kyler. Today, the Crabs send to the mound Connor Lohr, who was scheduled to pitch about, I guess it's been a week and a half ago or so. And at the last minute, he did not start. And Ronnie Davis, Junior Davis, started for the Crabs. So I don't know if Connor had some kind of a blister or some kind of injury or whatever, but it's great to have him back on the mound tonight. He has been an outstanding hurler for the Crabs, coming into tonight's ball game with a record of 3 wins without a defeat and a really fine earned run average of just 1.50. So Lohr, the big right-hander, taking the mound for the Humboldt Crabs, and he will be opposed by Micah, M-I-C-A-H, Micah Gunter, a fine pitcher for the Colt 45's. Gunter, in 34 innings of work, has posted a 4-3 record with a fine 3.70 earned run average. So we got the makings of another good ball game. 2 of the 4 Crab wins were by a single tally against the Colt 45's. They won the final game in Reading handily by a 10-2 count. And then last night, although it was close, the Crabs did win ultimately by a 4-run count, 7-3. Today is Mustache Day at the ballpark, and it is also roller derby night. The ladies for the Humboldt roller derby team is here, and they always have fun names. They give themselves fun names on the I don't know if you call them jerseys that they wear when they participate in roller derby. They're uniforms, I guess. But if we get a chance, we'll pass some of those on if we get a chance to see them pass by on the concourse here in front of us. Another gorgeous night for baseball. It was a beautiful day in Humboldt County. It's the kind of day that the Chamber of Commerce loves. Gee, it's this way all year long. Well, not exactly, but it was gorgeous today, and it is tonight as well. A very, very slight breeze blowing, not much at all. Sunshine, blue sky, a perfect night for the summer game, and we're glad to have Benjamin back with us after his respite yesterday afternoon at the, what was that, some kind of military outfit? What do you call that military outfit? Anyhow, good to have you with us. All right, so let's take a moment, shall we, and go back to the studio and thank some of the folks who keep the Crabs on the field and on the air. You're listening to Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480 Arcata, Eureka. It's always tough as the season winds down to say, there's not that many more chances to view Humboldt Crabs baseball. But after this weekend,
truly aren't.
We're talking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And if you want to see some baseball this season, make your plans to join us.
I've been warning people.
I'm sorry.
I've been warning people. Sorry, I've been warning people. I've been saying people always come to me in September and want to know when the next Crabs game is. And
in June.
And then they're so disappointed to find out we're not playing anymore. And
yeah. It's a short season. We play for essentially a 2-month season.
8 weeks, yeah.
And the problem is that we are letting academics supersede baseball, which is come on. Where's your sense of priorities, huh? So basically, these young men who come to enthrall us for 2 months during the summer and allow us to enjoy great baseball, they've got obligations at their colleges. They got to go back to school.
Yeah.
And so that's why the season ends this year in early August. I guess we go till the 5th of August this year, which is about as long as we ever go, right? And I don't know. It seems to me there's still, for a lot of schools, there's still several weeks before the classes. But when does HSU begin again, Benjamin? Do you know? You don't know.
I have a clue. I think it's the 21st. Yeah, I think I have to be back.
21st of August?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Well, but the semester officially starts the week before. That's when the faculty come back and we're back and getting ready for our students. And then I think the first day of instruction is the 21st, something like that.
I think I read in the paper that enrollment is down a bit for Humboldt State University, and that
it's been down a little bit.
That's going to impact the athletic program, among others, at HSU. They're talking about some cuts that have to be made. We'll have to wait and see what eventuates, but obviously there's some nervousness within the athletic department as to what they're gonna lose, and apparently there's not much choice. There's going to be some kind of reductions. All right, let's talk about tonight's ball game. The managers of the two teams, Greg Cataray for the Colt 45's, Robin Guyver for the Humboldt Crabs, and they're out meeting with the men in blue. I don't know if we have umpires yet. Do we have umpires?
Well, there's Don.
I see
Don's
Don
here.
Hofacker.
He's probably at home plate.
Looks like Don's at home plate. Here come the umps.
Daniel Osborne is at home plate. Michael Cowan is at first, and Don Hofacker is at third tonight. Which is really problematic because that means the sun is in his eyes. On the one hand, it'll keep him awake. On the other hand, it'll make it hard for him to see. So,
we had a play last night in left field where the left fielder, it looked like he just could not see the ball, and the ball dropped maybe 2 feet in front of him, but he was absolutely lost. It is a sun field till about 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, we
7:30.
Yeah, it is, and we had at least one hit in the midweek. We had a ball on Tuesday night, I believe it was, where a line drive was hit towards the third baseman, and he just put his hands up and stepped aside because he never saw it.
Yeah.
And then we had another one that was similar, but so.
I think it's
the hot corner is truly a hot corner for the first 45 minutes to an hour here. The shortstop, the third baseman particularly, and the left fielder have to fight that sun.
Well, on third baseman, it's particularly hard because, it's the hot corner, as you said, so they're getting line drives. At least the left fielder is getting balls that are hit out there, but not right at him.
Exactly. All right, let me give you the lineups for the visitors, the Reading Colt 45's. Leading off, a real speedster, Latrell Harris, the center fielder. Hitting second, their shortstop is Devin Orr, 2 R's, O-R-R. Batting third at first base, Connor Fabing. It was Fabing's 3-run blast that tied it up in the top of the 4th inning last night. The cleanup hitter is Wilson Cassell. He is serving as the designated hitter tonight. Batting 5th in right field, Jackson Murphy. Hitting 6th at third base, Austin Lively. Batting 7th in left field, Keaton Glover. Batting 8th and doing the catching will be Ben Kerner. Hitting 9th at second base will be Curtis Perrin. And on the mound tonight for the Colt 45's will be Micah Gunter. As we mentioned earlier, Gunter comes into the ball game with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses. And now for the lineups for our Humboldt Crabs, here's the Professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Hoke. For the Crabs, leading off, Devin Lehman will be the DH. Chase Fernlin at shortstop bats second. Kyle Callahan at third base bats third. And Alex Aguirre in center field bats cleanup. Jeremiah Burks will be the fifth hitter and be in right field tonight. Patrick Chung at second base bats sixth. Anthony Nguia will catch and bat seventh. Jack McCarthy in left field bats eighth. And Laura, I forget his name. I'm sorry to say I forgot Laura's Alejandro Lara. That's right. Is at first base batting ninth. And on the mound for the Crabs, it's Connor Lohr. And did we already give Connor's stats?
I may have, but go ahead and do it again.
3-0 with an ERA of 1.50 and 18 innings pitched. He struck out 16, walked 6, and given up 15 hits. So some great numbers for Connor Lohr.
The Crabgrass Band is not with us this evening, but they will be on hand tomorrow afternoon for the final game of this series, which commences at 12:30. And if you can't make it to the ballpark tonight, we sure hope you'll join us tomorrow afternoon. Crabs are being introduced to the crowd now by Tim Warner, the ballpark announcer. And we're about ready, I do believe, for our national anthem. The players lined up along the first and third base lines. National anthem. One of the few times this season, I believe, that we've had just a canned national anthem. No Crabgrass Band and nobody
from the stands doing it tonight.
No one from the stands performing. We've had some
really good ones this year.
Outstanding renditions of our national anthem.
Yes, we have.
And as we mentioned earlier, tonight is roller derby. Now, what's the name of our roller derby team? Humboldt Roller Derby.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they had a name. The Humboldt Roller. Here comes the card for the Humboldt Roller Derby. Humboldt Roller Derby.
I see that. I see that Catastrophe is here.
Who's that?
From the roller derby. One of the players.
Oh, Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Yeah. They've got some wonderful names.
Ferocious Dimples I saw walk by, and there's a.
Here comes a young lady. All right.
That's Catastrophe. It just walked by.
All right, taking his warm-up pitches on the mound, the right-hander Connor Lohr. He's pitching tonight to Anthony Nguia in the crouch behind home plate. The infield consists of Alejandro Lara at first base, Patrick Chung at second. Chase Fernland is the shortstop, and Kyle Callahan at the hot corner at third base. In the outfield, it's Jack McCarthy in left, Alex Aguirre in center, and Jeremiah Burks patrolling right field. I don't know that we've seen Jeremiah.
I don't think we have. We've seen him at shortstop, we've seen him at third, and we've seen him in center field. That's it. I'm just glad to see him back in the lineup. I was pleased when I tuned in last night in the first inning to hear him hit that triple off the center field wall.
Yeah, that was sweet. That was sweet. And last night, in addition to, of course, the birthday boy, Kyler Murphy, hitting a home run, we had back-to-back triples by Alex Aguirre. You don't see that very often, back-to-back triples. And I think in the last 2 or 3 weeks,
Aguirre has been the hottest hitter on the team.
He has just gone wild.
He's just tearing the cover off the ball. He's slugging, actually, 7-11 right now, and he leads the club in slugging by almost 100 points.
Wow. Yeah, he has, as you say, he has been the hottest hitter in a hot-hitting team. I mean,
yeah, and it's not just singles. Like, as you said, it was back-to-back triples last night, but it's been extra bases all along.
All right.
This is a slugging team in general.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the most powerful team.
I think it is
that
too.
We've seen in many a moon. All right, we're about ready to go as Connor Lohr winds up his tosses.
For the Red and Colt 45 center fielder from Simpson University, number 3, Latrell Harris.
I only see 2 umpires out there. Am I blind?
You're right. I don't see where Don disappeared. I don't know where he went.
Isn't that Don behind the plate?
No.
No?
Oh, maybe. That's Don behind the plate.
That is Don
So-
behind the plate. We're missing a third base umpire. All right,
Well,
we're ready to go.
Not like it matters.
Connor Lohr on the mound, and his first pitch of the ball game to Latrell Harris is a fastball low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Harris in last night's ball game was 0 for 4, was aboard on an air, and he showed us his speed on that ground ball.
Well, he comes in batting .364.
Fastball a bit inside, it's 2-0.
A lot of gaudy batting averages on this Reading team.
Yeah.
A little bit less power maybe than the Crabs.
2-0 to Latrell Harris, leading off here in the top of the first inning for the Colt 45's. The 2-0 pitch is grounded to the pitcher. He leaps up, grabs it,
Nice
and
play.
throws to first for the out. A nice fielding play by Connor Lohr as he leapt up and got it in the glove and threw out Harris 1 down.
I do think, though, that they play in a slightly bigger ballpark than the Crabs. That, as I recall, that Tiger Field there in Reading is a little bit more spacious than this ballpark.
Well, all the more to their credit that they've got,
That's what I mean.
26 home runs
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. Here's Devin Orr, left-handed hitting shortstop.
Or comes in at .349.
And the pitch is wide, 1-0.
And I think he leads the club with 30 runs.
Both he and Latrell Harris, the 1 and 2 hitters last night, were combined 0 for 8. That's a big thing when you can keep the table setters off the base paths. Fastball away, and again it's a 2-0 count for Devin Orr. Infield back all the way around except for Kyle Callahan, is about even with the bag at third. Lohr's 2-0 offering misses just a bit outside, so it's 3-0 now to the Colt 45's left-handed hitting shortstop. The automatic is right down the heart of the plate. It's 3-1. Lohr reads Enwia, and the 3-1 pitch. High, ball 4. So Devin Orr becomes the first base runner of the game with a free pass, and that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Connor Fabing. Last night, Fabing, 1 big hit, a 3-run homer that tied it. He was 1 for 4 on the evening.
He comes in at .330.
Left-handed hitter. He accounted for all the Colt 45 runs last night's ball game. Or a slight lead at first. The pitch is lined into left field, and that's going to be played on a hop by the left fielder. A single for Connor Fabing. Orr stops at second base, and the Colt 45's with runners at first and second and 1 out. And their cleanup hitter, Wilson Cassell, coming to the bat. Cassell was the catcher in last night's game. He's serving as the DH this evening. Cassell 1 for 3 in last night's ball game. Right-handed hitter. He's got some power. Lohr at the set. The pitch to Cassell is a breaking ball taken for a call. Strike 1. Don Hofacker calling balls and strikes. The original lineup we were given is for the umpires is not the case.
It's Hofacker at home and
Cowan is on the bases. The pitch just misses outside with a fastball. 1-1. So Daniel Osborne, who was scheduled to be the home plate umpire, not here this evening. Hope he's okay. Ball and a strike to Cassell. Connor Lohr at the rest and the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 2 called. Beautiful pitch. Lohr ahead 1-2. Right-hander versus right-hander. Lohr at the, well, he's not at the belt. He's about at the mid-chest. And the pitch is a ground ball right to back to Connor Lohr. He goes to second for 1. The relay to first. It's a double play. Crabs are getting real comfortable with those double play balls. So the Colt 45's are denied in the first inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of half an inning, it's the Colt 45's nothing. And the Crabs are coming to bat. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka. Remember, we got guacamole, and I got chips here, so go for it. I got chips here. If anyone wants it, let me know. All right, let's look at this guy. Humboldt Mortgage has been committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, business, or land, Humboldt Mortgage will get it done. Give a call to Bob Lawton at 445-3027. That's Bob Lawton at Humboldt Mortgage. And whether you want a chicken pot pie made from scratch or a decadent slice of chocolate silk pie, Slice of Humboldt Pie will satisfy any craving. They're open every day, and Crab fans and players get 10% off on Mondays just by wearing your Crabs gear. Slice of Humboldt Pie is located off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street at Bittersweet. Order a pie online, and boy, that pie is good. Devin Lehman to lead it off for the Crabs.
Some great numbers.
On a day when the Crabs had 16 hits, Devin Lehman was unbelievably 0 for 4.
Leads the club at 391. He's just dipped below 400 for the first time in some time.
And he takes a strike from Micah Gunter. Well, Devin said when we get that many hits, somebody's got to make the outs. Got to get the game to an end. The 0-1 pitch fouled off to the left and out of play. So Micah Gunter ahead of the Crabs' leadoff batter. No balls and 2 strikes. Lehman will be followed by Chase Fernland and Kyle Callahan. Big right-hander rocks into the wind, and the 0-2 pitch is grounded off the pitcher's leg, and it goes past the first baseman, and that'll be a base hit. And I hope Gunter's all right. That was a hard-hit ball that caromed off his leg past the first baseman, and Lehman's on board with a base hit.
He looks fine. That was hit pretty hard, as you could tell by the rebound that it took.
I think the manager's coming out to make sure he's all right. This does not count, incidentally, as a trip to the mound. He's just checking on the injury, just checking to make sure his pitcher is okay. You know, a manager is only allowed 2 trips in an inning, but this does not count as one of the 2.
Actually, Don was explaining to me that at this level now, they allow, it's complicated, but they allow more than 2 trips now in an inning.
Oh, yeah?
When he was up here last week, he was explaining that, and I tuned out at some point. No.
That's good.
But the bottom line is they have more than 2. They get the courtesy, and then they get like a free pass, and then they get a
first pitch is a strike to Chase Fernland, 0-1. What's Chase hitting? His
236.
He's moved his average up. He was in the Mendoza range.
He was coming up, and then he had an 0 for on Wednesday night, and that brought it back down again. And then I don't know how he did last night.
He didn't play last night. Grounded foul at the plate. So again, Gunter ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Gunter, big right-hander. We do not have the vital stats on the young man, but I'd guess he's well over 6 feet. Ground ball to the left side. Shortstop, a diving try, picks it up, but he can't do anything with it. It's an infield single. Nice effort by Devin Orr. So back-to-back singles by Lehman and Fernland. The Crabs have something going in the home half of the first inning with a muscle coming to the plate in Callahan, Aguirre, and Burks.
Callahan, 373 batting average, 490 on base percentage, and a 602 slugging average. So Callahan, one of the 4 big hitters Crabs have.
Kyle was 1 for 5 in last night's ball game. Left-handed hitter. Crabs trying to draw first blood here in the home half of the first. The pitch to Callahan is a fastball that misses wide, 1-0.
He has 35 RBIs. That's second on the team. Myers has 39.
Gunter at the rest. A look back at second. Comes to the plate 1-0, and it's lined into right field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Lehman. There's not going to be a play on him. Moving to third is Fernland on the solid single by Callahan, and make that 36 runs batted in on the season as Lehman comes in to score. And the Crabs with 3 straight solid singles to open this ball game. And here's the gentleman we were talking about, the young man who has been on a tear in recent weeks.
Oh, boy.
Alex Aguirre.
342 batting average, 490 on base, and a 711 slugging average.
Right-handed hitter. And he hits a little pop foul or fly to the first baseman, and he gathers it in for the out. So Aguirre, first pitch swinging, pops to Fabing, who gets it just inside the line at first base, 1 down. A big out for Gunter, and that'll bring up Jeremiah Burks.
Sure is good to see Jeremiah Burks back on the field.
Absolutely.
He missed a good 2 weeks.
He did.
Batting .344, .512 on base percentage, .594 slugging.
Single and triple last night in 5 trips. Jeremiah takes a breaking ball well outside, 1-0. Catcher Kerner asks for a new ball and is given the same by home plate umpire Don Hofacker. Burke's a difficult guy to double off. He's got speed. The pitch to Jeremiah. Punched into center field, and it's going to be falling for a base hit. Coming in to score is Chase Fernland. Moving to second is Callahan. Credit Burks with an RBI, and it's now a 2-0 game in favor of the Crabs.
Second baseman from Gonzaga University, number 4, Patrick Chung.
So Callahan at second, Burks at first. The Crabs have already plated 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. And Patrick Chung coming to the bat.
282 batting average.
Chung, left-handed hitter.
He has 18 RBIs.
And the pitch to him is a called strike. Fastball, 0-1. Callahan leads from second. Burks from first. From the set, Gunter comes to Chung. Patrick swings and grounds it foul over by the first base coach.
Oh, nice place
job.
by Detweiler over there.
Detman. Yeah, we mentioned last night they had a picture at the Lost Coast Outpost of Detman and Guyver catching some big fish out in Humboldt Bay. Yeah, on their day off. 0-2 to Chung. The pitch. Grounded foul at the plate. So we'll do it again, 0-2. Crab Bat Boy gets a round of applause for bringing some new balls out to Don Hofacker. All right, 0-2 to Chung. Crab runners take their leads. Gunter's 0-2 offering. High with a fastball. 1-2. Gunter, a long look into Ben Kerner, his catcher. And the pitch. Just misses outside, 2-2. Should set the Colt 45's defensively. Connor Fabing, the first baseman. Curtis Perrin at second. Devin Orr, the shortstop. Austin Lively at third. In the outfield from left to right, Keaton Glover, Latrell Harris, and Jackson Murphy. Ben Kerner flashes signs out to Gunter. And his 2-2 pitch. Fouled over by the dugout of the visiting Colt 45, so we'll do it again, 2-2. Sun-drenched evening at the Arcata Ballpark. Here's the 2-2. Lined into right field. That's in there for a base hit. Rounding third is Callahan. He's coming to the plate. Burks motors to third, the fifth single of the inning for the Crabs, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. So credit Chung with an RBI. The Crabs with runners at the corner, still only one out. And here's Anthony Nwia. Anthony did not play in last night's ball game.
It's Chung's 19th, and Nwia comes in batting .313.
So the Crabs breaking it out early with an opportunity to break it open early. They lead 3-0 already. And Nwia takes a pitch just a bit inside, 1-0. Chung at first with decent speed. Jeremiah Burks at third, and he's got a lot of speed. Middle infielder's back, hoping for two. The 1-0. Outside corner at the knees for a called strike. It's 1-1 to Anthony Nwia. Nwia, the seventh batter to come to the plate for Robin Guyver's Crabs here in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that, and Nwia out in front.
That was a good pitch.
So Gunter ahead 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, got him looking. Outside corner for a called strike three. And we are down on strikes, and that'll bring up Jack McCarthy.
Jack McCarthy comes in batting .213.
Right-hander versus right-hander. Gunter comes to the plate. McCarthy takes a fastball for a called strike one.
He's got 8 RBIs.
Gunter at the set. The 0-1. High fly ball into center field. Latrell Harris has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the third out. However, the Crabs come up with 3 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors and 2 left, and at the end of 1, it's the Crabs 3 and the Colt 45's nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Rica.
Oh, yeah. That's just pummel. Pummel. There's any team I want to pummel or spread. And the B-52. I'd almost rather beat the B-52. Because their fans were bragging about how they were going to beat us.
Benjamin, have you eaten recently at the Big Blue Cafe?
I have.
Why don't you
It
tell
was
us about
delicious. It's my favorite cafe on the Arcata Plaza. and it's at 846 G Street. I like it because they serve breakfast all day and lunch from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and everything's fresh and everything's delicious. I tried them once. I came back again and again. That's the Big Blue Cafe in Arcata.
And our favorite waiter, Sam, may be leaving.
You're kidding.
No, he's a serious writer, and he's saved up enough money. He's going to just write.
Nice. Well, that's great news.
All right, here we go. Top of the second inning. It'll be Jackson Murphy to lead it off. Right-handed hitter. And the pitch to him is swung on and missed, strike one. Murphy is their big home run threat. He has 8 on the season. Righty versus righty. Lohr comes to the plate. Murphy lets it go by, and it goes by to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lohr's 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. Murphy will be followed by Austin Lively, who is their leading average hitter. And then Keaton Glover. Lohr's 1-2. Got him with a curveball, and Wea drops it and throws to first to record the out. 1 down. First strikeout of the ball game for Connor Lohr. That'll bring up Austin Lively. Lively in last night's ball game got 1 base hit, a single, and scored a run on the home run by Fabing. But he also had the hat trick. He struck out 3 times. Left-handed hitter swings at the first pitch and hits a high chopper to the first baseman. Easy for Alejandro Lara to glove it and tag the bag very quickly. 2 down in the Colt 45's second inning. That'll bring up Keaton Glover. Glover, right-handed hitter. 1 for 3 in last night's ball game. Lohr's pitch. Misses 1-0. How would you describe that windup, Benjamin? Take a look at Connor Lohr. Looks like he starts out in kind of the stretch position and then straightens up. Look at this. Yeah. Almost from the stretch position when he throws.
Yeah, he's got that high leg kick. He also does that thing where when he turns sideways to the mound, he takes like a half step. I think that's kind of an interesting,
unique kind of delivery.
Yeah, it's got to be a timing thing. See, he'll turn and then he takes that half step right there, and then deals.
Swing and a miss. Fastball on the inner portion of the plate, and the count now 2 balls and a strike to Keaton Glover. Crabs scored 3 in the bottom of the first. We're in the top of the second, and the Crabs lead 3-0. Lohr's 2-1 pitch. Fastball inside, 3-1. Last night, Jeff Kirsten picked up his 6th win of the season without a loss. He has had good support when he's been on the mound. The 3-1. Way outside to the backstop, so a 2-out free pass for Keaton Glover, and that'll bring up Ben Kerner. Kerner came in last night as a pinch hitter in the 9th inning and struck out. In fact, he struck out to end the ball game. Kerner doing the catching tonight. Right-handed hitter. Takes off the tools of ignorance, as they were misnamed for so many years. And he stands in. Good lead at first base by Glover. Pitch to Kerner is waved at and missed. Strike 1. Flag hanging limply in center field. Wind not a factor at all. 0-1 to Kerner. The pitch. Fastball just a bit outside, and we had thoughts of throwing behind the runner at first base, but the ball popped out of his glove, so he couldn't do that. 1-1 the count now to Kerner, the number 8 hitter in the Colt 45's order. With 2 outs, the Crabs infield, of course, back all the way around. Lara holding the runner at first. The pitch. Fastball just a bit outside. Or did he call that a strike? I'm not sure how he called that. I thought he was pointing outside. He did call it a strike. Okay, it's 1-2 then. A ball and 2 strikes to Kerner. Connor Lohr comes to the rest. And the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes, pitches a ball, throw to second base, not nearly in time. A good jump by Keaton Glover. So he steals second. He moves into scoring position with a 2-2 count on the batter, Ben Kerner, and 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Lohr is ready. His 2-2 offering got him swinging. So Kerner down on strikes, and the Colt 45's are done in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's the Crabs 3 and the Colt 45's nothing. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want, 3 per inning?
I'd like 3 per. I think 3, 9, 27 run.
27 to nothing would be good.
Well, 8 because we're the home team, so that's 24.
So is it tomorrow in Arcadia or next Sunday?
Next Sunday.
Okay.
And I will be here Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday. Awesome. That'll be great.
Try to see that the finale. Are they called management or is it just MGMT?
Machine management is what a lot of people call it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are on.
Thanks to the Arcata Scoop, try their homemade organic super premium ice creams and sorbets. Their daily flavors are posted on their Facebook page. The Scoop is at 1068 I Street in Arcata, and they're open noon to 10:30 every day except Tuesdays. You could go there tonight after the ballgame. Probably.
Could do it. Yeah, if we get out of here early enough, could do it. Here's Alejandro Lara, right-handed hitting first baseman, and takes a fastball inside 1-0.
Comes in batting .234.
Right-hander versus right-hander. Lara grounds it past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. That is the 6th single for the Crabs. We were talking about the Crabs being a power outfit before the game, and they come out and hit 6 one-base hits.
I kind of like this. It's like death by 1,000 little tiny cuts. That's what I kind of like it. Yeah, kind of a new approach to beating Reading.
Benjamin teaches a course in philosophical cruelty at HSU. Here's Devin Lehman. He hits it hard to left field. The left fielder toward the line, comes over, runs. He's not going to get it. It's a fair ball. It bounces on against the wall. Sliding into third safely is Alejandro Lara on a booming double that was just fair. I mean, that was fair by inches. Bounced up against the wall. And ending up at second base is Devin Lehman with his second base knock of the evening. After going 0 for 4, Lehman said, "No, I'm not going to go for that. I got to get back over 400." Wow.
7 hits now in the game.
7 hits in 1+ inning. And here's Chase Fernland.
Their manager
Fernland singled in his first at bat. So Krabs with runners at second and third, nobody out.
What's his beef? It was a fair ball, right? Obviously. I mean, he must have thought it wasn't. I don't know. Is that the problem?
From the set, the pitch to Fernland is behind him, and it goes to the backstop. It bounces right back to the catcher. That was on the other side of Chase Fernland, and about 7 or 8 inches above his head. But a fortuitous bounce for the Colt 45's right back to the catcher Kerner, so no advance by the Crab runners at second and third. The pitch to Fernland in the dirt, 2-0.
The bigger hit is, of course, El Paso. I like
2-0 to Fernland. Crabs trying to break this one open real early tonight. They're up 3-0, and they're threatening here. The 2-0 pitch. Again, it's on the other side of Fernland, and he has something to say to the pitcher. That is not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool, and I mean,
Hofacker was out to make sure it didn't.
here comes their manager, and
anything.
not entirely clear it was unintentional. I'm assuming it was, but
Oh, I can't believe that was intentional. I don't think so.
But,
I mean,
Fernland's not sure
you're
about
2-0. You got runners in second and third, nobody out. You're not going to go 3-0. But he's obviously having some big control problems now. Manager trying to settle him down on the mound. Lehman's hit was the first extra base hit for the Crabs after 6 consecutive singles. Lehman's double put runners at second and third, and now we got a 3-0 count to Chase Fernland. Quick reaction by home plate umpire Don Hofacker. Get out there and say, it's all right, be cool. Let's not let this develop into an incident. All right, 3-0 to Fernland. Working from the stretch, the pitch. That's right down the heart of the plate. It's 3-1.
we got the first baseman close to the in on the grass. Third baseman's a little bit even with the bag there.
At the set, Gunter's 3-1 pitch. High fly ball into left center field. The center fielder and left fielder chase it. It's going to be the center fielder, Latrell Harris, who gets it. Both runners advance. One scoring, and that is Lara scoring on Fernland's sacrifice fly. On the play, Lehman takes third. It's now 4-0. The Crabs have a runner in third and 1 out. And Kyle Callahan coming to the bat. Callahan singled and scored in his first at bat. Gunter working from the stretch with a Crab runner at third. Middle infielders are back. Corner infielders about even with the bag, and the first pitch is a called strike 1 to Kyle Callahan. Benjamin, I think, mentioned earlier, Callahan is second on the club in terms of runs batted in, just 3 now behind the leader. That pitch is down low, and the count even at 1-1. Ryan Myers has 39
That's right.
RBIs. 1-1 to Callahan. Gunter is sad, and his 1-1 pitch high and outside, 2-1. Two and 1 to Callahan. Lehman leads from third. The 2-1 pitch. Strike called outside corner at the belt. It's 2-2. Gunter is sad. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Callahan down on strikes, and now it'll take a base hit to bring Lehman in from third base, and here's Alex Aguirre.
Second strikeout for Gunter.
Gear, first pitch swinging in his initial at bat, hit a little flare, a little pop to the first baseman. Right-hander versus right-hander. Aguirre takes the fastball away, 1-0. One and 0 to Alex Aguirre. The pitch lines it foul. Boy, hit that one
lashed
hard.
That one, didn't he?
But well foul.
He was out in front of it.
Over into the left field play area.
He just leapt on that
Yeah.
pitch.
Oh boy. So a loud strike and the count even at 1. Alex takes the pitch over but low, 2-1. Aguirre serving as the cleanup hitter in the Crabs lineup this evening. The 2-1. Alex grounds it past the mound into center field for a base hit. Devin Lehman trots home. And the Crabs now lead 5-0.
I like this. I think we should shoot for 3 runs an inning.
3 runs an inning.
You know, give us a 21-run lead by the 7th.
Here's Jeremiah Burks. Jeremiah drove in a run with a single in his first at bat. 5 different Crabs have driven in runs. Runner goes and the pitch is dropped by the catcher, so credit Aguirre with a stolen base, puts him in scoring position and gives Benjamin a chance to get his 3-run second inning.
Aguirre, that's his 6th stolen base. It's only been caught once. And Wea and Burks, not in Wea, Blakeman and Burks lead in stolen bases, 10 each.
Yeah. Line drive into left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit.
Here we go.
Coming in to score on a long single by Burks is Alex Aguirre. So Jeremiah picks up his second hit and his second run batted in, and it's now 6-0 Crabs. Still no action in the Colt 45's bullpen. Wow, that's a lot of hits. 9. Is that 9?
Yeah.
9 hits in 2 innings. Wow.
It's going to be a regular top 40 here tonight, Hope.
I guess.
Oh, and I just love filling in these diamonds on the Crabs side of the scorebook. Nice. I feel like I should get a special pencil for it.
The pitch swung on and grounded down to the first baseman. It's fielded there by Fabing. He'll take it to the bag himself to retire Chung and the Crabs. But the Crabs come up with 3 more runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 2 now, it's the Crabs 6 and the Colt 45's nothing. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia Eureka.
Oh, it's just so beautiful. It's just like, I feel like I'm walking on air. I'm sitting here on a cushion of air.
There haven't been any errors. I don't understand.
Waiting for a crab game that has no air.
I keep running into things in this Nixon book that I'm 2 degrees from Nixon. I told you this guy Chet Hollifield, my congressman, I followed Jerry Voorhees and said, you lost. When I was 6 years old, I went to his house. He had a nice house, not a mansion, but a nice house, right? And my folks were involved in Democratic Party politics, so it was the Helen Gang and Douglas race, which I'm just now reading about. Oh, how funny. And so at the age of 6, I met Chet Hollifield, right? And now he's mentioned it. Yeah, right. Have we talked about Harper Motors? You know, Harper Motors has been serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest models, new and used, like the new F-150 truck, F-150 truck, and the 2017 C-Max Energy compact car that gets 88 miles to the gallon. Look for the Carousel 2 miles north of Eureka, or visit us online at harpermotors.com. Harper Motors is donating $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs hit this season. And we mentioned last night, District 26 Little League are in the state championships. They won their regional battle with a walk-off home run. How would that feel as a young boy?
Wow, wouldn't that be great?
Get a walk-off home run to win, to keep them alive. All right. We're going into the third inning. It'll be the number 9 hitter for the Colt 45's, Curtis Perrin, and then to the top of the order, and Latrell Harris and Devin Orr. Connor Lohr has given up 1 base hit. He's walked a couple. He has struck out a couple in the first 2 innings. Lohr seeking his 4th win of the year without a loss. And he faces the left-hander Perrin. Perrin was 0 for 2 in last night's ball game. Left-handed hitting second baseman, and the first pitch to him misses wide with a fastball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Just a bit outside, 2-0. New ball put into play. The 2-0 pitch misses well outside. 3 consecutive balls to Curtis Perrin. The 3-0 misses inside. That's the 3rd walk issued by Connor Lohr. And we go to the top of the order and Latrell Harris. Harris looking for his first base knock of the series. Perrin takes his lead at first, and he has a good lead. The pitch to Harris is a fastball strike, 0-1. Perrin edging off. Lohr at the belt. The pitch just misses outside, 1-1. And we wanted Don Hofacker, the home plate umpire, to get a good look at that one. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut. And Harris comes up empty. It's 1-2. Crabs have already turned 1 twin killing. A pitcher to short to first to end the first inning. Laura had 1-2. The pitch. Misses. Throw back to first base by Enwia, but sliding back safely is Perrin. And the count 2-2. Two and two the count. The pitch. Fouled up tip, and it got Enwia, and he is down. And he is in some pain. I don't know where it hit him. Trainer is coming out to see if he's all right. Trainer's talking to him. So we've got a little delay in the action here. It was a foul tip. I thought it might have hit his hand.
No, I don't think it hit his hand.
But I think maybe more in the groin area now.
Yep.
Which is very painful. And he's standing up, and he gets a nice hand from the crowd. Those groin injuries hurt like the dickens. The good news is they don't last that long. You know, it seems like it lasts forever, but it does go away within a minute or two. So Anthony trying to walk that one off. All right, he's in the crouch. Mask on, and we're ready to go again. All right, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Latrell Harris, the leadoff hitter for the Colt 45's. They got a runner on first with nobody out here in the top of the third. They trail 6-0. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball is hit on one hop to the third baseman. He goes to second for one. No play at first. A fine play by Callahan on a sharply hit one hopper that he backhanded and went to second for the force.
It was hit hard, so he didn't really field it cleanly. That he fielded it all was great, but he didn't field it cleanly. If he had, he probably would have got a double play.
Could have had two. But that was a shot. So Latrell Harris, the speedster, on at first base. Here is Devin Orr, the left-handed hitter, to the bat. Keep your eye on Harris at first, even though they're down 6. He's going, the first pitch. Throw down to second base on the hop, and it goes into center field. Harris will go to third. The throw to third is not going to be in time. So we'll call that a stolen base for Harris, and then an error on the throw by Enwia. The Colt 45's now have a runner on third, 1 out, and a no-1 count to Devin Orr. Crab infield is back with a 6-run lead. They'll give up the run to get an out. Swing and a miss. So Lohr pulled the string, and he's now ahead of Devin Orr 0-2. This is a strikeout situation for him. Here's the 0-2. Fouled at the plate. So Orr stays alive. Lohr pitching to Orr. Lohr came into this game with an earned run average of 1.5. Working from the stretch with the runner at third. Lohr comes to the plate, and it's grounded hard to the second baseman. That'll score a run. Throw to first for the out. Coming in to score is Harris, so credit Orr with an RBI. It's a 6-1 ball game. There are 2 outs now in the top of the 4th with nobody on base, and Connor Fabing at the bat.
Oh, there's Sassy Sasquatch. She's the roller derby, the Humboldt roller derby mascot.
Aha!
She's a sassy Sasquatch.
Sassy Sasquatch. All right.
Got pigtails.
Ah, that's a fun outfit. Humboldt roller derby. Fastball outside corner for a called strike 1.
I hope that she doesn't smell like a Sasquatch, because they
Do they have an order?
They have a reputation for
I
being
wasn't aware of that.
quite malodorous.
Oh.
So let's hope it's just a visual.
Ground ball down to the second baseman. Patrick Chung's up with it, throws to first, and that'll do it for the Colt 45's in the third. They come up with a run, no hits, no errors, 1 error, and nobody left. And at the end of 2.5, it's the Crabs 6 and the Colt 45's 1. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Bottom third of the Crabs order as we head into the bottom of the third inning. Anthony Enwia, Jack McCarthy, and Alejandro Lara. Crabs scored 3 runs in both of the first 2 frames, so they lead 6-1 as the Colt 45's picked up 1 in the top of this third inning. Enwia fouls the first pitch at the plate, strike 1. Crabs 6 runs on 9 hits, and we're talking about in 2 innings.
Yeah, we're looking for another 3 runs here in the third.
8 singles and 1 double for the Crabs in those 9 hits. Fastball rides high and the count even at 1. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball stays up, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch waved out and missed. Could not catch up with Gunter's fastball, and the count is 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. Well placed between short and third.
All right, here we go.
10th hit of the ball game for the Crabs. The first one for Enwea. He's at first base. And Jack McCarthy coming to the bat. McCarthy flew out to center field in his only plate appearance this evening. Right-handed hitter. Gunter comes to the plate. McCarthy waves at a fastball. Cannot catch up with it. It's strike 1. Gunter at the set. That pitch is a called strike 2, outside corner at the knees. It's 0-2 now to Jack McCarthy. That one bounces at the plate and bounces to the backstop, and Anthony Enwea will move to second base on the wild pitch.
I suppose I could settle for 1 run this inning. I don't know.
Why set your sights low?
That's what I feel like. It's
And
nobody out.
there's one of the roller derby gals with a mustache, right down here.
Yeah.
1-2 the count to McCarthy. The pitch. That's again in the dirt, this time blocked by Ben Kerner. No advance, and the count even at 2. Gunter looks into Kerner for the sign. A glance back at second, and the pitch is fouled off to the right. First baseman gives it a run. He's going to run out of room.
I can remember watching the roller derby on Sunday afternoons when I was a kid growing up in L.A.
Yeah, Dick Lane.
Dick Lane, right?
Dick Lane, yeah.
I was very little, but I can remember.
They were the Bombers.
The Bombers,
weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The L.A. Bombers.
Yeah.
But it was a violent, or seemingly violent.
Yeah.
Sport.
I don't know how much of it was real.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it seemed like it was kind of like pro wrestling.
Yeah, maybe a little.
Only it was
fake.
women on roller skates instead of.
Time is called. 2-2 the count to Jack McCarthy. The pitch. Line drive, foul.
Oh.
Just foul down the first base line. That would have scored a run had it been fair. Yeah, they had in roller derby, as I recall, they had a men's team and a women's team, right?
Yeah.
And they'd have a thing like a whip.
The whip,
where they
right.
try
Yeah,
and
right. I remember watching
pass
the women's
5.
and the whip, yeah.
Yeah. And with the women, they'd get dirty sometimes. They'd pull on the hair.
Yeah, pull on
the
hair. I remember
ponytail.
that, yeah, yeah.
All right, 2-2 to McCarthy. The pitch. Ooh, just misses inside. That was close. Gunter wanted it. And it's 3-2.
Good take, close pitch. Crabs as a team have walked 183 times this season.
Here's the 3-2. Hit in the air to right center field. Center fielder Latrell Harris comes over, runs, and does he
what a
make the
catch.
catch?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he does. What a great running catch by Latrell Harris. Boy, you talk about someone who's got some wheels. He went a long way from his position in almost straightaway center into right center to make that fine catch. On the play, Enwea moves to third.
Next, first baseman, number 28, Alejandro Lara.
Here's Alejandro Lara. Alejandro singled and scored in the second inning.
They got the infielder even with the bag now, third baseman. Everybody else is at regular depth.
First pitch is high with a fastball, 1-0. Right-handed hitter. Now the shortstop's going to come in.
I was just about to say, I'm a little surprised they're willing to let another run come in.
Yeah, they're going to bring all the infielders in now. Try and cut off that run at third base. The pitch to Lara is in there for a called strike, inside corner at the belt. It's 1-1. One out, and we at third base. Crabs leading 6-1. The pitch. High pop-up into shallow right field. Second baseman going out. Right fielder coming in. It's going to fall for a base hit. A little Texas Leaguer, a little blooper into right. And that scores Enwea. And credit Lara with an RBI. So 6 Crabs have driven in runs this evening. That's spreading the wealth.
Oh, yeah.
And we go to the top of the order, and Devin Lehman, who has already singled and doubled.
Okay, 2 more runs this inning.
Is that a quota? They have the quota each inning.
We're going to get 3 in the
Bring
first,
that
3 in the second. I
sales-
think 3 in the
sales
third would
quota
be
or
a
something?
nice way to.
Fastball in the dirt, a good block by Kerner to prevent an advance. Ball 1 the count to the Crabs' leadoff hitter, Devin Lehman. What did Devin start the game hitting? You said it was just under 300.
391.
All right, well, a couple of base knocks. Be back over 400, I guess. The pitch. Lehman grounds it to the second baseman. He's got it. He steps on second for 1. The relay to first pulls the first baseman off the bag. So Lehman safe on a fielder's choice. A good throw would have completed the double play, but they didn't get it. No air. 2 down now, and Lehman at first, and that'll bring up Chase Fernland. Fernland a single and a sacrifice fly, so he's 1 for 1 officially with a run driven in. He also scored a run in the first. Gunter at the set, and the pitch to Fernland is fouled at the plate, strike 1. Still no action in the Colt 45's bullpen.
He's at exactly 400 now, Lehman.
Some quick math. Very good.
Well, I have a smartphone.
Oh. Very good.
Thank you.
There you go. All right.
I do know the formula at least.
The 0-1 pitch just misses outside, 1-1.
I did have to put the formula in.
One and 1 the count to Chase Fernland. The pitch. High chopper to the third baseman. He is up with it. Long throw across to retire Fernland and the Crabs in the third inning. However, the Crabs get that run back that they gave up in the top of the frame. 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 3, it's the Crabs 7 and the Colt 45's 1. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
All right, 7-1.
At California State Federal Employees Credit Union, we're all local, all Humboldt, all the time. We offer free checking with no balance or transaction requirements. Plus, we have low rates on loans to help with all your banking needs. Give us a call at 800-440-8662. Join today for free and start enjoying the many benefits of credit union membership. That's California State and Federal Employees Credit Union.
Sassy the Sasquatch is a little bit more mobile than Krusty the Crab. Krusty kind of, I have to say lumbers a little bit, but Sassy out there, she's dancing and you'd think with 6 legs he'd be a little more mobile than that. But I'm sure it's the big shoes. I've never understood the giant shoes, but.
And here for all the action, including a description of Sasquatch and the odor it presents, is Benjamin Schaefer.
Yeah, and here's Kessel, who steps in and takes a pitch inside. 1-0 the counts. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Reading team. 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. Kessel grounded into a 1-6-3 double play in his first at bat. 1-0 the count. Lower rocks, and here comes the fastball hitting the air to right field. Going back on it is Burks, and near the warning track, he looks up and watches it bounce off the fence. And on the way to second now is Kessel, and he'll be in there with a double off the right field wall.
Well, last week, Benjamin, you taught me a new word, and lo and behold,
Is it one you can say on the air?
I read it in the book. Yeah, it is one I can say in the book. And I came across that word today in the book I'm reading,
Really?
and I don't think I've seen it. Carapace.
Carapace.
Yeah.
Well, Well, that's why they don't hand those PhDs out to just anybody.
Really?
No, they don't.
No, you had to pay quite a bit, didn't you?
That's right. Here's Murphy. And the pitch is swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Murphy struck out in his first at bat. Laura has 2 strikeouts.
This is their home run hitter. This is the guy with 8.
He's got 8. Yep. He's got Kessel out at second. Here's the pitch. And it's in the dirt. So a ball and a strike to count. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Slider on the outside corner, and the count goes even. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now, the count to Murphy. Laura, long look in. Now he sets. And the pitch. Fastball misses high and outside, so now the count full. Crabs up 7-1. They don't want to let the Colt 45's back in the game, so. This is kind of a big at bat, actually. 3-2 the count. Now, Murphy steps out of the box. Three and 2. Everybody in shadow now but the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, he walked him. So that puts runners on first and second with nobody out here in the top of the 4th for Lively. Austin Lively grounded at first unassisted in his first at bat. So Kessel at second, Murphy at first. The left-hander Lively at the bat. Here's the pitch. And he hits a high hopper in the hole on the right side and through for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third, and that's going to load the bases with nobody out. So Connor Laura suddenly in some trouble. Here's Glover. So big spot here. The base is loaded, nobody out. Crabs up 7-1, but Reading looking at the possibility of a big inning here. The lights now just beginning to come on at the ballpark. Connor Lohr in a heap of trouble. From the set. He gets the sign and deals a slider down and away, 1-0. Had a lot of break on it, but it broke out of the strike zone. One and 0 to Glover. And the pitch. Breaking pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. 1-1. That was a good pitch. In there at the knees. The 1-1 is a high hopper down towards third. The throw's going to come home for one, and back to first. That's all they're going to get. But they get the force at the plate on a swinging bunt. Kyle Callahan comes in to throw him out, to throw out Kessel. So Kessel's retired 5-2 for out number one. Glover aboard on the fielder's choice. Lively now to second, and Murphy to third. Here's Kerner, their 400 hitter. He's hitting .417, one of their 400 hitters. So base is still loaded. One out now. Crabs in on the corners. Here's the pitch. And it's a fastball in the dirt. Double play depth up the middle. In on the grass at first and third. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Check swing. It's a strike. So a ball and a strike now to Kerner. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, swung on and missed. Good pitch. That's that slider. His slider's got a lot of break to it. And when he locates it, it's a great pitch. So a ball and two strikes now is the count to Kerner. Murphy at third, Lively at second, Glover at first. Here's the pitch. There it is again, and he hits it in the air to left field. Playable. McCarthy under it. The runner's tagging from third. He's coming home, and he will score as the run is cut off. It's 7-2 in favor of the Crabs, so give Kerner a sacrifice fly and an RBI. 2 away. Murphy comes in. Everybody else holds up. So with runners on first and second, here's Curtis Perrin, walked in his first appearance. It's not so much fun filling in the diamond when it's on the other team's part of the scorebook. It's just not quite the same experience somehow. First and second, 2 away. A run in. Here's the pitch. Fastball away. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is a fastball at the knees. Taken for a strike. 1-1 now. The 1-1. Check swing. He went around. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Lively at second, Glover at first. Lohr sets and deals. Tap foul up against the backstop. There's Nacho Amiga in the ballpark, one of the members of the Humboldt Roller Derby. That's a good name, Nacho Amiga. One and two the count. Runners go. The pitch is outside. Throw down the third. Dead duck. Nailed him. Wow, for whatever reason, the runners took off, and Lively thrown out at third trying to steal. That ends the inning, but they get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors and a runner left, and at the end of 3.5, 7-2 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th inning, Crabs will have Callahan, Aguirre, and Burks, heart of the order, against Michael Gunter, out for his 4th inning of work. Crabs leading 7-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Crabs. 7 runs, 11 hits. Sorry, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Colt 45's. 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. Callahan has singled and struck out so far tonight. Everybody except McCarthy has been on base, and he's flied out to center field twice tonight. The pitch to Callahan is a fastball that rides outside. Want to know the count. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled out of play. One and one the count. I notice now that, of course, the sassy Sasquatch actually herself has rather big feet, so that's not the difference between her and Krusty. 2 and 1 the count. I mean, it stands to reason, since the Sasquatch is a Bigfoot. Two and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, 2 and 2. Really, Don? Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 breaking pitch bends down and inside. 3 and 2. Three and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Line on one hop of the second baseman who snags it. Nice play by Perrin and throws him out. Ball hit right at his feet. He just scooped it on one bounce. Came up with it. Nicely done. And with one away, here's Anthony Aguirre. He's 1 for 2. Alex Aguirre. I keep calling him Anthony. It's Alex Aguirre. Fouled out, and then singled and scored in the second inning. And Aguirre hits a tapper, swinging bunt down towards third. Third baseman on the run. Lively throws him out. Nice play. 2 nice plays now on the infield by the Colt 45's. Here's Jeremiah Burks. 2 for 2. Glad to see Jeremiah pick up right where he left off. And the pitch. Hit in the air high and deep to left field. That is going to be adios off the wall. It's a double. Adios and hello. That hit just below the yellow line, and I lost it in the sun, which is right in my eyes. And turned out to be just a double. But he slapped that ball off the left field wall. So Burke's now 3 for 3 with a double. Here's Patrick Chung. He's 1 for 2. Second double of the night for the Crabs. And Chung steps up and takes a fastball on the outside corner. Here's the pitch. High hopper over to first base. The first baseman, Fabing, has it, and will take it to the bag himself for out number 3. The Crabs, no runs, a hit. There were no errors and a runner left, and at the end of 4, they're up 7-2. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Awesome.
All right, Ultimate Yogurt. Try more than 10 ever-changing yogurt flavors with a ton of toppings that'll make your head spin. Ultimate Yogurt is locally owned and a great place to bring your crabby kitties because they can make up their own cups exactly how they like them. From Oreo cookies to sprinkles to Fruity Pebbles, every combination is possible. Ultimate Yogurt has 2 locations, one in Eureka and one in Arcata, just about a block from the ballpark. It's yummy Ultimate Yogurt.
I like the vanilla with some blueberries and maybe just a few little Reese's cups.
I'm a chocoholic.
You like that chocolate?
I like
chocolate's pretty good too.
Chocolate everything.
And I like the original tart as well.
What is it called? Tart?
The original tart, yeah.
Oh.
Just, yeah.
I mean, it's flavored, right?
Flavored, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, the lights are on at the ballpark. Sun has gone bye-bye. And we're into the top of the 5th inning. The Crabs up 7-2, and here's Benjamin.
Thanks, Hope. It'll be the 9-hitter Perrin to lead it off, then Harris and Orr, with the Crabs leading 7-2. 12 hits in the game now for the Crabs. Perrin was at bat when the runners on base inextricably decided to try to steal. And Lively was thrown out handily at third. He takes the first pitch down low at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. I have no idea why they took off last inning, Hoke.
It didn't make a heck of a lot of sense.
2 outs. You try to steal third down 7-2. That pitch is fouled away.
The old saw is you don't want to commit the third out at third base.
Right.
And
well,
particularly
especially
in that situation.
Yeah, right, yeah. Well, I was listening to the Giants highlight today, and Gorkys Hernandez got thrown out trying to take third on a hit, and it killed a rally. 0-2 pitch. I don't know what the Giants are doing. That's lined in the left center field. That is going to be caught on the run by McCarthy. 1 away. Seems like the Giants just find ways to lose this year. I don't know. They're better than their record. I mean, they're a better team than they're playing. I don't know what's going on.
Well, their pitching has just been
pitching's horrible.
Horrible.
Unbelievable.
Horrible.
Yeah. The defense has not been there, and like I said, things like that, mistakes like that are just really. There's a ground ball out to second base, and quickly there are 2 away here in the 5th. Harris now 0 for 3. Here's Orr. Walked in his first appearance and then grounded to second. Pitch misses down and away. It's 1-0.
Harris is a guy you definitely want to keep off the bases, and he has not had a hit in this series, but twice he's been on as once as a result of an error, once on a fielder's choice, and both times he scored. He manufactured. He manufactured that first run.
The next pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count.
He hit into a fielder's choice, stole second, went to third on the error, and scored on a ground ball to second base. That's a manufactured
Yeah, right,
run.
yeah. And the next pitch is a fastball right down the middle for a called strike. A ball and 2 strikes now to Orr. The 1-2. Fouled over towards the Reading dugout. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Laura rocks, and that one's fouled out of play. So still the count is a ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fastball misses down and out away. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul tipped up against the backstop. So still the count is 2-2. And the pitch. High hopper in the hole on the right side, and that's going to be knocked down by Chung. He gets up, throws to first, not in time. Orr speeding down the line there. Nice play by Chung, but no chance to get Orr. That's an infield hit. 4th hit of the game for the Colt 45's now. With 2 outs and Orr at first, here's Connor Fabing. 1 for 2.
His home run last night was an absolute rope.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't a long fly. It was a rope.
It looks like he can hit the ball a long way. Big, tall, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit hard on the ground down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Over to get it is Burks. On his way to third is Orr, and he'll be held there on a long single by Fabing. Hit that ball right over the first base bag. So now runners on the corners for the Colt 45's with 2 away. And here's Kessel, 1 for 2. Laura was in some trouble last inning and ended up giving up a run. With 2 outs now, he's got runners on the corners. And do not want to let the Colt 45's chip away at that 7-2 lead. Here's the pitch. And he lines that right at Chung for out number 3. Little soft liner ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. And at the end of 4.5, it's 7-2 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
That was a nice out to get.
Yep. That was a big one.
Crestwood Behavioral Health Center in Humboldt County. It's all about the community. Looking for a rewarding career? Join our team and make a difference. Crestwood has been providing residential mental health programs at its Eureka campus since 1979. We have full-time and part-time positions available, LPTs, LVNs, assistants, and various staff positions. You can visit us at 2370 Boone Street or find our ad in the annual Crabs program. That's Crestwood Behavioral Health Center.
All right. It'll be Anwea, McCarthy, and Laura for the Crabs, bottom of the order. Leading 7-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Reading. 7 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. And the first pitch to Anwea is a strike on the outside corner. He struck out looking in the first inning, and then he singled and ended up scoring a run in the third. Here's the 0-1. Fouled out of play. If the Crabs do go on to win tonight, I'm going to stop at Target tomorrow and buy the biggest broom I can find. Maybe I'll go to the hardware store and get a really good one that's sort of handmade and everything, something nice, really class it up. Swing and a miss, and that's all for Anwea. 1 away. Here's McCarthy, 0 for 2. Maybe something with a nice gold handle or... Here's the pitch to McCarthy. He takes down and in. 1-0 the count. There's a right-hander now warming in the Reading bullpen. One another count, and that's a ground ball out to short. And it takes a high hop over the shortstop's head and into left field. That just took a last-minute jump and hit a pebble and right over Devin Orr's head. That'll go as a bad hop single. So Crabs get a break there. That's their 13th hit of the game. Really no chance for Orr to get that one. So here's Alejandro Lara. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. McCarthy over at first. Here's the pitch, and he takes on the inside corner for a called strike. And there's a pitch down and throw behind the runner, and he dives back safely. So 0-2 now the count to Lara. And toss over to first. And McCarthy is back diving. McCarthy has a stolen base, but he's been caught twice. He's got a pretty big lead over there. Here's the 0-2, and he takes down low. Nice take by Lara. That was a close pitch, and it's 1-2. Another toss to first, and he dives back safely again. The 1-2 misses low. So now the count even at 2-2. 2 outs, runner at first. Bottom of the 5th. Runner's going. The pitch is hit high in the air, left field and deep. Adios, I believe, maybe. Nope, off the fence. Yeah, it's going to score the run to make it 8-2. A stand-up double by Alejandro Lara. I thought that one was out, Hoke.
That's the second one that I thought was out, and you did too. And
Yep.
it wasn't adios, but it was doggone close.
I
That's
like
the
that.
third base hit in a row for Alejandro Lara.
So 8-2 now in favor of the Crabs. Here's Devin Lehman with Lara out at second. Lehman, left-handed hitter. He's 2 for 3, and he takes a pitch away.
We now do have some action finally in the Colt 45's bullpen. A big, tall right-hander. I can tell from this distance.
Yeah.
That guy's a long, lean drink of water.
Yep.
Warming up in the pan.
Crabs up by 6. Here's the pitch. In the air to right field and deep. That is going to be caught at the warning track by the right fielder. On his way to third is Lara. So Lehman put a charge in it, but it's just a long out. Lara goes to third, and with 2 away, here's Fernlin.
This is likely the last inning for Gunter. How many pitches has he thrown now, Liam? 87?
87.
Yeah, I'll bet you this is it. I think Chase Fernal will be happy to see him go. He had 3 balls thrown behind his head in his last at bat. 2 balls thrown behind his head in his last at bat.
Singleton scored in the first inning. Then he had a sacrifice fly in the second. Takes a fastball high and grounded to short in the third. Grounded to second in the third. He's got Lara over at third now with 2 away. A run is scored here for the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss. And I guess he foul tipped it because it goes all the way to the backstop. And Lara holds at third. Hard to tell.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did
No.
either now in retrospect. So 1-1 the count. And the pitch. In the air to left center field. The center fielder's calling for it, and he'll put it away for out number 3. Crabs get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors and a runner left, and at the end of 5, they're up 8-2. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
The 121st Humboldt County Fair coming August 23rd and going till Labor Day. There'll be all kinds of fun stuff. 4-H animals, the ever-popular sheepdog trials, games for the kids, and all that yummy carnival food. It's family-friendly and super affordable. The fair is fun for all ages, located in the Victorian village of Ferndale. That's the Humboldt County Fair.
I'm always wondering what the sheepdogs are on trial for, right? What could that possibly
They are vicious.
Are they?
Yeah, they're vicious.
Murphy Lively, that's a terrible joke. Murphy Lively and Glover to bat here in the top of the 6th, and there's a fastball for a called strike at the knees to Murphy.
You know, a little earlier this year, Benjamin, I had jury duty, and one of the folks on the jury with me was the gentleman
The 0-1. Breaking pitch is hammered down the left field line. That's going to head towards the corner. Over to get it is McCarthy. On his way to second is Murphy, and he'll pull up with a stand-up double.
One of my fellow jurors was a fellow who is, I guess, an expert on fairs. He's put on
Really?
county fairs all over the state.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, and he was a raconteur too. He had great stories
Yeah,
about the
I
various
bet.
folks, and he became good friends with Roy Rogers.
Nice.
Yeah.
That Callahan in over on the grass at third. Here's the pitch, and he reaches out and hits it right into left field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Lively. He got a pitch down low, and he just slapped it the other way.
That's why he's hitting nearly 500.
Yep. So now Reading got something going here in the top of the sixth. Runners on first and second. Runners on the corners with nobody out. And here's Glover. Walked and hit into a fielder's choice.
Yeah, we may see some stirring now in the
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Crabs
surprised.
bullpen.
We are seeing some stirring in the Crabs bullpen now. They're up 8-2. But Reading has been active on the bases. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away. 1-0. 7 hits now for the Colt 45's.
Well, you were saying earlier this team's got some sticks.
Yeah,
I mean,
they can
got
put together a
good-
rally for sure. They
good offensive numbers.
1-0 the count. Fastball misses high again. It's 2-0. So Nwie goes out to the mound now and has a word. From the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a pitch down in the dirt almost, and Glover chased it. So 2-1 now the count.
Yeah, that would have been a 3-0 count.
Yeah. Wasn't that close a pitch. He just
Tried to golf
lurched
it out
at
of
it.
here.
Yeah. The 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. So Lara pitch away from loading the bases with nobody out. It's a left-hander warming in the bullpen for the Crabs. 3-1. And runner on first goes. The pitch is high. So they are loaded now. Fifth walk of the game for Lore.
And that's going to bring Eric Giacone out. How many pitches has Connor Lore thrown, Liam?
87.
87? Well, he's getting up there too.
For the kids, visit the souvenir stand at tomorrow's game. Get your map and quest to win a prize. It's also Sequoia Humane Society Day at the ballpark. Check out the adoptable dogs. Watch
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
tomorrow.
Humane Society Day at the ballpark tomorrow.
And they'll have dogs.
They have
here
dogs and may
for-
end up going home with a dog.
Yeah.
game starts at 12:30. Gates open.
Is that what it's called in the latter part of July? They call it that? Dog Day afternoon? In that latter part of July in August? Yeah, I
Not
think
only does
so.
it date you,
It was a
and
good movie too.
it was a great movie.
Attica.
Right. So runners in on the corners now for the the Crabs are in on the corners at first and third. The bases are loaded. Nobody out for corner. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Waves at that pitch. It's 0-1. So Laura in trouble for the second time tonight. Second time he's had the bases loaded, nobody out. They got a run in that situation 2 innings ago. 8-2 Crabs. Reading with a shot to get back in it here, and here's the pitch. Another swing and a miss. 2 pitches that were balls. He got cornered to chase. And now he's in an 0-2 hole. Crabs are double play up the middle. They'll trade the run for the double play. Oh, and to the count. Lore sets. And the pitch. Breaking pitch, swung on and missed, got him. That's an excellent time for his third strikeout. One away. That's the out pitch, that slider. Here's Curtis Perrin. 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A big cut there from Perrin.
I'm a little surprised the corner infielders are still in tight.
Here's the 0-1. Uh-oh. In the air to right field and deep. Burke's going back. He's got room on the warning track, and he has it for out number 2. That'll score a run, and the runner from second will advance, but that could have been worse. So 8-3 now in favor of the Crabs. And here's Latrell Harris. The center fielder, he's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Tap foul. Oh, and 2 the count. Runner on first goes. The pitch is in the dirt, and he's going to have a stolen base. So Glover goes to second. Now second and third and 2 outs for Reading, in the count 1-2 to Harris.
Fastball up around the eyes. That's my pitch.
The 1-2. It's the breaking pitch, and it's grounded out to short. Fernlund scoops it up. Throw to first. Inning over. They get another run, though. On 1 hit, there were no errors, and 2 left, and at the end of 5.5, it's 8-3 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Now,
welcome back to the ballpark. The Reading Colt 45's hanging in there. A big base hit with 2 outs there, and we'd have had a very close ball game. But
yeah, well, we don't. So
they
didn't, and we don't.
Still up by 5 as we go into the home half of the 6th, and our muscle is coming up this inning.
That's right.
Callahan, Aguirre, and Burks.
New pitcher on the mound for the Reading team. What's his name? Shane Kotz.
Kotz, K-O-T-Z.
Oh, and now here comes Krusty along with Sassy Sasquatch.
Kotz has only pitched 8 innings prior to tonight. And in those 8 innings, he has fanned 9. But he has also walked 9.
Yikes.
So he's got some stuff, but he doesn't necessarily have command. and has got a high earned run average of 5.62.
Well, when
But
you're
again,
all over
that's
the place, you get a lot of strikeouts because guys don't know what, you
Yeah.
know, you take, you swing, whatever, you know.
All right.
All right, here's Callahan. He's 1 for 3. Good to see Krusty in the park. When Krusty shows up, we almost always have a rally. I'm just stating a fact. I'm not trying to explain the fact or anything. I mean, what can I say? There's a ball tap foul over towards the Reading dugout.
I can remember going to Las Vegas with a math professor who carried with him his lucky numbers. Now you figure it out. Lucky numbers.
How did he do?
He lost, of course. How does anybody do in Vegas?
Here's the pitch.
Lucky
The
numbers.
0-1 is swung on and missed. 0-2.
Yeah, the casinos were quaking, though, when he came in with his
I
lucky
bet.
numbers.
Yeah. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. The 0-2 is down low, 1-2.
Okay, sounds awesome. Thank you.
So 1 2 strikes now to Callahan. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. So still the count is 1-2. And the pitch. Fouled out of play again. All right, Callahan had stepped out. Now he's ready to go. And Cots rocks and comes home, and that's fouled up against the screen. So still we're at 1-2 in the bottom of the 6th. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Reading. 8 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. And here's the 1-2 to Callahan. Oh, and I guess that missed low. I don't know. 2-2. Close pitch, nice take. Two and two the count. And the pitch. Fastball misses high, and the count goes full. Another close pitch. Callahan was inclined, but held up. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. So nice, the bat by Callahan to work that. I think he was down 0-2 at one point. Foul off some good pitches. Worked himself a walk. So here's Alex Aguirre.
I think that accounts for a lot of gray hairs of managers when they
Yeah.
bring in a relief pitcher in the
He
first
walks the
batter.
first guy.
Yeah, walks it.
Yep. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball that rides high. It's 1-0 now to Aguirre. He's 1 for 3. Has a run score. Every Crabs starter has gotten on base. Here's the 1-0, and he pops it high in the air on the right side. First baseman over near the fence, and it's going to fall into the Reading dugout.
Do you know why the sky has that kind of purple cast at this time of the evening?
I think there might be a fire.
You think so?
There's a fire not too far, not real far from here, and I think that may be some of the
Sorry to hear
scattering by the light, scattering by the dust particles, scattering of the light by the dust particles. There's a fastball on the inside corner. It's 0-1. The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. Jeremiah Burke's on deck. He's 3 for 3. Came very close to hitting one out his last at bat. Meanwhile, it's 2-2 now to Aguirre, and he fouls that one up against the screen. The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt and all the way to the backstop, and on his way to second now is Callahan on the wild pitch, and the count goes 3-2 now to Aguirre.
The Crab left-hander who was warming in the bullpen, Benjamin, has ceased his warm-ups. I think he's ready, and
I think he's ready. I think he's going to come in the 7th, I would assume. Lohr was up over 90 pitches. 3-2 the count, and he taps that one foul. Hard fastball down and in.
Another fine outing by Connor, and if the Crabs can hold on to this lead, he will pick up his fourth victory of the year.
Fourth victory.
Without a loss.
Three-two. Ball four, he walked him. So he walks the two first pitch batters he sees. On a lot of pitches, too. And here's Burks with runners on first and second, nobody out. Burks. 2 singles and a double tonight. Trying to decide if I want one of those brooms that has like the homemade, the
homemade straw kind of.
Yeah,
broom?
or do I want one that's kind of more modern with the synthetic? Here's the pitch. Pitch is mountain low.
Something with an artistic flair, I think, would be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe like a smiling face carved into the
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
something happy.
Yeah, a happy face.
I'm thinking, and then I need something to mount it with so it's not subtle at all. Want to know the count. Here's the pitch. Tap foul at the plate. But I better be careful. We're only in the 6th inning.
That's right. Got a ways to go yet.
A ball and a strike now the count to Burks. Here's the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. It's 1-2. One and two the count. From the belt. Here's the pitch. And he bounces it up there, and it's 2-2. So Kotz, as you noted, Hoke, he had 9 walks in 9 innings pitched, didn't he?
Yeah.
Coming in, and
yeah.
Now he's got 11 in 9 innings pitched. And 2-2 now in Burks, and he's all over the place. The 2-2. Breaking pitch swung on him. That was a good pitch, and he had Burks out in front. So Burks gone for the first out. Here's Chung. 1 for 3.
Number 4, Patrick Chung.
Left-hander warming in the Reading bullpen. So here's Chung. Callahan at second. Aguirre at first. Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball on the outside corner at the knees. 0-1. The 0-1. Hit in the air on left field line. That's going to be trouble if it's fair, and it is a fair ball, and it's going to bounce into foul territory into the bullpen. 1 run is in. On his way to third is Aguirre. They'll hold him there on a double, a little bloop double down the left field line by Patrick Chung, and it's 9-3 in favor of the Crabs. He did not hit it very hard. So, second RBI of the night for Chung. And with Chung at second and Aguirre at third, here's Anthony Nguia. And he takes a pitch low. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. In the center field, that is going to drop for a hit. Another run will come in. They're going to hold the other runner at third, and it's 10-3 Crabs. Oh, boy. I just feel as if my chair is 5 feet off the table. I'm floating. I'm basking, Hoke.
You're basking. All right.
Here's Jack McCarthy.
I need not ask why you bask.
Here's McCarthy. He's 1 for 3. Runners on the corners. 1 out. 10-3 Crabs. Here's the pitch. There's a strike on the knees, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt, and that's going to allow, and we had to go to second on the wild pitch. So now 2 more runners and another runner in scoring position for the Crabs. Only 1 out. It's 10-3 in their favor. They've played it 2 here in the 6th. Shane Cox having some trouble, continued trouble with his control. The 1-1 is hit high in the air and out of play. And that bounced out on F Street and then back into the park somehow. I don't think I've ever seen that either. That's a lot of backspin. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Line on 1 hop to second base. They're going to throw to first to get the out there. And the run comes across to make it 11-3. I like 11. That's a nice sort of symmetrical number.
It's a lucky number.
It's a lucky number. It's on
Every crab, save our leadoff hitter, has driven in a run in this ballgame. McCarthy was the 8th to do so.
And that is the 16th hit of the night for the Crabs. Here's Laura. Alejandro is 3 for 3 with a double. He's got a runner at third on 2 outs now, and the first pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Just can't wait to fill in these little diamonds. Maybe I'll write a song, Little Diamonds. Tiny Diamonds, just like that Hawaiian song. Pitch now, and then at the knees, it's 0-2 now.
Well, if we did it with when the Pearl came to town, you could write a song called Diamonds and Pearl.
Yeah.
But I think that's been done, actually.
It may have been done. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. 12-3 Crabs.
4 consecutive base hits by Lara, and that's his 3rd run driven in. My goodness gracious, what a night. Well.
Wow. Devin Lehman will bat.
We have another left-hander throwing in the Colt 45's bullpen.
Lehman tonight is 2 for 4. Lara over at first. 4-hit night for him. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 12's a nice number, too. 11 was fine, but...
How about a baker's dozen? You
12,
like that?
12's nice, yeah. 12. So, 1-0 the count. And now the throw to first and the runner's back.
You know that phrase, play in the dozens? You ever heard that?
No.
I think that was out of the ghetto, maybe. It's when guys are chopping each other, cutting each other with little chops. Kind of the way you treat me.
Yeah. High in the air. Center field. This should end the inning, and the center fielder over to get it, and he has it for out number 3. But the Crabs get 4 more runs. On 3 hits, there were no errors and a runner left, and at the end of 6, it's 12-3 Crabs. This is wonderful Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
We got a new pitcher on the mound tonight, taking over for Connor Lohr. It'll be J.J. Santa Cruz. J.J., big left-hander. Benjamin's checking on his statistics. Well, he's doing that secondarily. He's eating popcorn. That's what he's doing. But in addition to that, he can multitask, so he's looking up JJ's stats. JJ, a big guy, tall.
All right,
thin
JJ.
left-hander.
JJ Santa Cruz, record of 3-0. 29 innings pitched. He has an ERA of 2.48. 35 strikeouts, 21 hits, and 12 walks in those 29 innings pitched.
I think he started a number of games for us, but we don't.
Yeah,
have
he usually starts.
We don't have that statistic with all the.
I'm sure it's in here
statistics they
somewhere.
have
I'm sure it's
pitching.
in here.
Isn't there somewhere?
It's after number of guys.
Liam will find it. Liam finds
It's
all.
after number of guys with Blue Sox faced. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so he has had 5 starts, and that is second on the club.
Okay. He'll face Devin Orr, Connor Fabing, and Wilson Cassell, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Colt 45's, who have a huge mountain to climb. And the first pitch is a fastball low, 1-0 to Orr. Orr 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. Left-hander versus left-hander. Lohr gets the sign from Inuia, rocks into the windup, and his 1-0 pitch is taken high, 2-0. Two and 0 to Orr. And the pitch. Ground ball down to Patrick Chung at second. Throw to first in time to get the very speedy Devin Orr. 1 down. He and Harris can both motor. That'll bring up Connor Fabing. Fabing 2 singles in 3 trips. Big left-handed hitting first baseman. That pitch goes to the backstop, ball 1. We got a noisy crowd tonight. How many noisy fans do we have in the ballpark? We don't know yet, but however many there are, they're making some noise. Some folks starting to leave. The game pretty well in hand. There's a fastball on the outside corner. It's 1-1. So it looks like the Crabs tomorrow are going for an unprecedented double sweep against the Colt 45's, having swept them in Reading, and now looks like winning the first 2 here. There's a slow grounder over the pitcher's mound. Throw to first base is not going to be in time. Connor Fabing beats it out, his 3rd single of the evening. This one of an infield variety, and so the Colt 45's with a runner at first, 1 down, and the cleanup hitter, Wilson Cassell, coming to the bat. Cassell, a double in 3 trips. His last time up, he hit a line shot to the second baseman, Patrick Chung. 604 folks. Just about the same as last night. Maybe 10 more, maybe. Very close. Fastball is taken at the knees for a called strike 1. It looks a little smaller tonight. That's just because the Crabgrass Band was here last night, and they take up some space. You know, they do. And it's definitely worth it. The 0-1 pitch to Cassell. Swing and a miss. Big cut and comes up empty. It's 0-2. J.J. Santa Cruz picking up here in the 7th inning for Connor Lohr, well on his way to his 4th win of the season. J.J.'s pitch, throw behind the runner, but not in time. Backstanding is Fabing. And the count 1-2 to Cassell. Yeah, the ultimate indignity is to be thrown behind at first base, picked off when you're 9 runs down.
Oh,
Ouch.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
I want to see it again.
The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. To second for 1. The first not in time. Fernlund bobbled the ball just a bit, and that was enough to allow Kessel to be safe on the fielder's choice as Fabing was cut down at second base. 2 down, a runner at first, and that'll bring up Jackson Murphy. Murphy, a double in 2 official trips. He's also walked, and he scored 2 of the 3 runs that the Colt 45's have put on the board this evening. 12-3 Crabs here in the top of the 7th. Fastball on the inside corner for a Colt, strike 1.
Maybe I should get one of those industrial ones. I think we should get the biggest.
0-1 the count to Murphy. That one is hit hard but foul off into the picnic area in right field, and it's 0-2.
I think maybe I'll go with a big push broom.
A push broom, huh?
Yeah, one that's really wide, so
Yeah.
you can't really miss that.
Yeah, well, that's good. While you're at it, you could clean up the area back here. It's kind of
Oh no!
a little
Oh no!
grungy.
It's a sacred push. It doesn't get used for any purpose. It only has one purpose.
I see. Okay. Oh, tries to check his swing. Does he go around? He does. Strike 3.
Oh, ouch!
that'll do
See
it.
ya.
That's it.
He's still out there, but the Crabs are off the field.
So Murphy caught looking, and the Colts are gone. The Colt 45's are gone in the 7th. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 6.5, it's the Crabs 12 and the Colt 45's 3. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. We have a new pitcher for them, number 11.
Tating, T-A-T-I-N-G is the last name.
Tating,
Do we know what Tating's first name is? Tating?
we got a new pitcher. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. We were just trying to get some information on the new hurler for the Colt 45.
The last name we know is Tating.
He is a left-hander.
Dominic Tating.
Dominic Tating. Coming in for the Colt 45's in the 7th inning. Chase Fernland to lead it off. Fernland 1 for 3 and a sacrifice fly on the evening. Right-handed hitter facing the left-handed slants of Dominic Tating. And the first pitch from Tating is a called strike 1.
You're showing me something. These
Tating.
appear to be stats.
Yeah, I want Tating's numbers. There we go. That pitch is waved at and missed. Off-speed pitch had Fernland well out in front. It's 0-2.
And let's see. So he has pitched 18 innings in relief. He's given up 16 hits, 10 runs, 7 of which were earned. He's walked 11, struck out 9. So that gives him an ERA of 3.50.
That pitch misses badly. It's 1-2. Does he have any record? Any saves or wins or losses, anything like that? No decisions, whatever. The 1-2 pitch.
He has no record.
Strike 3 called. Outside corner. Fernland caught looking, 1 down.
Batting next in 45, Kyle Callahan.
Here's Kyle Callahan. A single in 3 official trips. He has also walked. He's stolen a base, driven in a run, and scored a run. Every Crab, save Devin Lehman, has driven in a run tonight. 12 runs on 17 hits for the Crabs. Left-hander versus left-hander. The pitch to Callahan, and Kyle swings and hits a high foul fly. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. High pop-up on the infield. It'll be the shortstop, or on the outfield grass, Devin makes the catch. 2 down. Reminder, tomorrow, the Humane Society going to be bringing some dogs to the ballpark, and they're going to be available for adoption. So if you're looking for a dog, want to make a dog, a friendly dog, a nice home, hope you'll come out to the ballpark and take Woofer home. Take a Woofer home. First pitch is taken by Aguirre for a called strike 1. Alex, a single in 3 trips. He's also walked and scored and driven in a run. And that pitch is high and outside. 1-1. Crabs have not been retired in order all evening. They're 1 out away from it here. Not too concerned with a 9-run lead in the home half of the 7th. Strike called. One and 2. Aguirre fouls that back onto the screen, so we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Crabs looking for their 31st win of the year. Only 4 setbacks. The 1-2 pitch. Alex takes it wide, 2-2. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Got him to chase one.
So Dominic Tating comes in and retires the Crabs in order for the first time and strikes out 2. And at the end of 7 innings, it remains the Crabs 12 and the Colt 45's 3. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Crabs have a new pitcher on the mound for the 8th inning. It's Andrew Najib Brush out for his 8th inning of relief work. He also has 3 starts on the season. In 28 and the 3rd innings pitched, he has an ERA of 3.49, 36 strikeouts, 30 hits. He's walked 11. And he has a record of 1-2.
He'll be pitching to...
Lively, Glover, and Kerner. You're on.
Am I on? Oh, all right. He'll be pitching to Austin Lively, Keaton Glover, and Ben Kerner. Austin Lively tonight, 2 hits in 3 at-bats. What did Lively come in hitting?
459.
Yeah.
That's a impressive number.
Yeah. And as you said, in his last at-bat, it was a good bit of hitting. He placed it well. Opposite field single. He is a singles hitter, left-handed hitter facing the right-handed Andrew Najib Brush. And the first pitch to Lively is taken just outside 1-0. Najib Brush comes home 1-0. And that's fouled off to the left out of play. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 fastball, just got a piece of it to foul it back. A little late getting around on Najib Brush's heater. Najib Brush can bring it. He's got a good fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lively. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. There was that heater. Just blew it by him. 1 down, and that'll bring up Keaton Glover. Glover grounded into a fielder's choice. Other than that, he has twice walked, and he has stolen 2 bases. Right-handed hitter. Brush's first pitch is a fastball that paints the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Najib Brush's 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 2. They need to stand maybe a little deeper in the batter's box.
Maybe.
He's just mowing him down and blowing it by him. 0-2 the count to Glover. The 0-2 pitch. That heater misses wide. Boy, you can hear that catcher's mitt pop up here. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. High pop up on the infield. And no, it's going to come back into the crowd. So we'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count to Glover. Najib Brush gets the sign from Inouye. Rocks into the wind, and the 1-2 pitch. Got him. Fastball again, just blew it by him. 2 up, 2 down.
Be curious what the radar gun says about his fastball.
Seems a little unfair to the batter. I mean, it's just
I think the last time he pitched it was the same thing.
blue darts.
Yeah, he came in.
All right, that'll bring up Ben Kerner.
Yeah, he came in the 7th inning against the Ports and struck out the side on.
There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Fernland up with it. Throw across the diamond, and very quickly the Colt 45's are gone in the 8th inning. Nothing across, and at the end of 7.5, it remains 12-3 Crabs. You're listening to KGOE 1480, Arcadia Rica. Heading into the bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be Jeremiah Burks, Patrick Chung, and Anthony Inouye. To be perfectly frank, the Crabs don't need any insurance runs. They're up 12-3.
Well,
They've had the 50-50 drawing.
insurance really isn't the point at this point.
Just more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, say it. Humiliation. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Well, Benjamin, we're going to hold Benjamin now. He's promised, so we got to see the kind of broom he's going to bring tomorrow in hopes of a Crab sweep.
Well, there's so much to consider. There's the fiber, there's the handle, There's the style.
I hope you're able to
I
sleep
may have to
tonight.
get up early and
Yeah.
do some research.
I think so. Here's Jeremiah Burks. And the first pitch to him is a breaking pitch outside 1-0. Burks 2 singles and a double in 4 trips. Tating got the Crabs in order in the 7th inning, the first time that's happened all night. There's a slow breaking ball for a called strike. One and one to Burks. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Bad hop. He's up with it. The throw to first is not going to be in time to get the speedy Burks.
That'll be an error.
And that's going to be an error on the shortstop, Devin Orr, but it's one of those tough errors. The ball took an unexpectedly high hop.
That's the second time that's happened to him tonight. The first time it was over his head.
Yeah.
That one, he kind of has to get an error on because it was right at him and it didn't go over his head or anything.
All right.
Even though it is a tough error.
So E6, Burks on at first. Here's Patrick Chung, who takes a pitch high and outside, 1-0. Chung a single and a double in 4 trips. Burks takes his lead at first. He will not be running in this situation. Chung hits a foul pop-up, and it's going to come out of play. A ball and a strike to Chung. One and one the count to Chung. High with a breaking ball, 2-1. I think if we can't teach the fans to catch the ball,
Yeah.
we at least need to teach them to keep their eye on the ball. They put their head down and
I
cover
know.
their head.
Yeah.
You know, take a look at where the ball is. You can
Yeah.
fouled out of play. It's 2-2 to Chung.
Like a fantasy keeper. Ain't that what you do all the time?
Tating at the set. The 2-2 to Chung. Misses with a breaking ball outside. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Foul pop-up, third baseman in, gives it a look, but it's going to come back into the crowd. So we'll do it again, 3-2. Normally with Chung at the bat and Burke with his speed at first on a 3-2 pitch, you'd probably see Jeremiah take off. But it's poor form to do so when you're ahead by 9 runs. So Jeremiah was anchored at first on that 3-2 pitch, and my guess was we'll see the same here. Lefty versus lefty. Tating's payoff pitch. High, ball 4.
Yeah, I guess it's bad sportsmanship.
Well, you'd think with that kind of lead, when you get ball 4, you'd say, "Oh, give him another one."
Yeah.
You know, let's
What the heck?
give him 5 balls this time. Here's Enwea. Anthony, a couple of singles in 4 trips. He's scored twice. He's driven in a run. Crab runners take their leads. The pitch to Enwea, high and outside, 1-0. So Tating, who dispensed with the Crabs' lickety split in the 7th inning, running into a little problems here in the 8th. The 1-0, big cut and a miss by Enwea, as Tating took something off of that one, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, fouled back. A ball and 2 strikes now to Enwea. Burks is on at second, Chung at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th, 12-3 Crabs. And the 1-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. He goes to second for 1. No, he drops the ball, but he's out. He's out. He dropped the ball as he was getting to throw to first base. So Enwea safe at first on the fielder's choice. Chung cut down at second. Burks moves to third. So the Crabs now with runners at the corners, one out. And here's Jack McCarthy. McCarthy 1 for 4. He drove in a run. He scored a run. Right-handed hitting left fielder for the Humboldt Crabs. The pitch, Jack swings and fouls it off to the right out of play. Strike one. Oh, and 1 to Jack McCarthy. Tating at the belt. And the pitch. McCarthy fouls that off to the right. So Tating ahead on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Burks leads from third and Weah from first. The pitch. Fouled back. Oh, and 2 to McCarthy. Tating's pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. He goes to second for 1. The relay, no relay to first. The run comes in, so credit McCarthy with another RBI. He's safe at first on the fielder's choice as Burks comes in to score the 13th run of the ball game for the Crabs.
Well, what I like about 13 is it's a prime number. So that's kind of cool.
What does that mean, a prime number?
It's only divided by 1 in itself.
Oh. Isn't 11 a prime number?
It is.
Okay. Here's Alejandro Lara. He's had a primo evening, not a prime evening, a primo evening. 3 singles and a double. He has scored a run. He has driven across 3. That's the number 9 hitter in the order. Alejandro Lara having a whale of a ball game. Swings through that one, and the count now 0-2. So this run is unearned. First miscue of the evening by the Colt 45's. And it results in the 13th run for the Crabs. Here's the 0-2. Lara takes, strike 3 called. That's a let's go home. It's a little late call from Don Hofacker. And that'll do it for the Crabs in the 8th inning. They come up with a run. There were no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. And at the end of 8, it's the Crabs 13 and the Colt 45's 3. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka. All right. This one is coming to a merciful end soon, I do believe, although there's no mercy rule.
Yeah.
The Colt 45's will start with the number 9 hitter and then go to the top of the order against Andrew Najee Brush. Connor Lohr went 6 innings, and he stands to win his 4th game of the season. J.J. Santa Cruz pitched a scoreless 7th. Najee Brush, a scoreless 8th. And here we are now in the 9th. Tomorrow's game time, 12:30. Afternoon baseball. And, boy, if tomorrow's anything like today, it's going to be a perfect day for baseball. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous sunshine.
Oh, yeah, today was beautiful.
was a
Yeah.
gorgeous day.
Spent the day on the Mad River up in Blue Lake today, and
Gotcha.
it was beautiful.
Who is this coming up? This is not Curtis Perrin.
Number 10, Taylor Angley.
All right, Taylor Angley pitch hitting, the right-handed hitter, and takes a fastball from Brush, Najee Brush, strike one.
Well, if we had a mercy rule, this game
Yeah.
would have been over already.
The 0-1 pitch, strike two.
And so that makes this a merciless beating.
Oh, my. The 0-2, fastball rides high. 1 and 2.
Well, I'm just stating the fact. I mean, I'm not, I'm not.
You're not commenting on it.
No, I'm just saying that's what follows, doesn't it?
Fastball, strike three called. Perrin down on strikes. That's the third strikeout. The 4 batters faced by Najee Brush. I think he's the hardest thrower on the Crabs
Yeah, I think he throws
staff.
very hard, yeah. We're going to see another pinch hitter now. This is number 29, so this is it 29 or 21? 21, that's what I thought.
Trusclair.
Trusclair,
left-handed hitter.
Casey Trusclair. Born to play baseball. Tracy.
Yeah.
Casey Trusclair. Nice.
That's the ultimate baseball name. He tries to check his swing and apparently does so. Count even at a ball and a strike to the left-handed hitting Trusclair, Casey Trusclair, making his first appearance of the series. Najee Brush's pitch is waved at and missed. It's 1 and 2.
24's on deck.
Fastball high and outside, 2 and 2.
Najee Brush pitches like Ryan Myers swings. He just gives it everything.
Yeah. The 2-2 got him swinging.
Yikes.
Fastball just blew it by him. So we're 1 out away from the Crabs winning their 31st game of the season. And here is Jan, is his name? Con? I can't. Jan?
Yawn.
Brendan Jan. Oh, late in the night. The pitch to Jan. Strike call. Fastball. 0 and 1.
Like watching golf.
Or soccer. Oh, sorry.
The 0-1. Well, he got some wood on that and fouled it off. It's now 0 and 2. Najee Brush finishing up for Connor Lohr. The Crabs about to win their 5th in a row against the Colt 45's. Fastball high and away, 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. He strikes out the side, and that's the ball game. So Najee Brush comes in and strikes out 5 of the 6 batters he faces to close it out for the Humboldt Crabs. The winning pitcher, Connor Lohr. The loser, the starter, Micah Gunter for the Colt 45's. And Benjamin, what are the final totals on tonight's game?
For the Reading Colt 45's, 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. For the Crabs, 13 runs, 17 hits, 1 error. The teams will meet again tomorrow at 12:30, where the Crabs will go for a season sweep.
That would be sweet. Hope you'll join us. And the Humboldt Humane Society will be here with some dogs, and maybe you can take home a pooch. That'll be a nice thing, too. So, for my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, I'm Hoke Holcomb, and we're rounding third and heading for home.